Hey guys, so we asked you guys last week what you wanted to see us cook. So shout out to Moni Jousey. She said that she wanted to see fish and chips. So she's from Byron Bay. She's a friend of ours, originally from New Zealand. So we thought, oh yeah, we'll do some fish and chips. Anyway, got some potatoes and got also some like fresh wattle shoots, and we got some little tiny bits of young seaweed and some potatoes, and we've cooked them in salt water from the sea, obviously, just until they're super tender. Now, the oil isn't too hot yet, so we're going to put them in. In fact, I'm going to take it off the heat for a bit, because we're going to thrice cook these potatoes. Now I'm just going to let them cook off the heat until they stop sizzling. Then I'm going to take them out again, and then I'm going to start to get ready for doing my battered fish. So over here I've got my beer batter, and in there I've got some yeast, beer, flour, sugar and salt. I'm going to put my recipe up on our blog, but basically I'm letting the yeast activate and grow, and then I'm going to top it up with some fresh beer just before I'm about to fry. We've got our kingfish that we caught just yesterday, and it should be pretty delicious. I'll see you for the next bit. While I'm waiting for my potatoes to slowly cook in the oil, the temperature of the oil is about 140 degrees to do the first cook of the potatoes, and then we're going to boost it up. We're going to bring it up to about 160, 170. We're using rice bran oil. It has a very high flash point. It's really good for frying. It's nice clean oil as well. So while that's happening, I'm just going to go through each individual piece of kingfish. I'm going to sprinkle a little touch of salt on each side, and then I'm going to dust it in the flour, and I'm just going to sit them all there, and I'm going to just get them ready, so when I'm ready to fry, they're all seasoned and they're floured nicely, so I can just put them into the butter and then into the fryer, and then onto our paper towel, and bang, we should be ready to eat. Beer batter is so yellow because it has powdered turmeric in there, but you'll see that in the recipe later on. So I've whisked it. Well, I haven't whisked it. I've just sort of brought the ingredients together with a spoon. You could just use your fingers if you wanted to. You sort of want your beer batter to be a bit lumpy. You want some maybe some pockets of dry flour and stuff in there. So when they burst, you get those really delicious crispy bits coming off the fish. So anyway, I'm going to add a little bit more beer into this now. I'm sort of just slopping it through, and you can see it's quite loose. That's it. I reckon that looks about right. Little test. Yep, she's frothing up. So as you can see there, because of the yeast and everything, it's quite foamy, and it's really bubbling out. That's what you want your beer batter to look like, So pretty much your beer batter is coating around the fish, and the fish is never really touching the oil. So what's happening is it's creating a perfect little environment for the fish to steam in. So you're pretty much steaming your fish inside the batter, and then the batter is just the delicious crunchiness sitting outside. Right, so we'll take that out because we don't want it to burn and stick to our other bits of fish. Now I'm just going to go through these one by one. In both sides, and brush some off, and in the fryer. Now if it's getting too hot, or it's not getting hot enough, just keep adjusting the heat, it's a big deal. If we can do it over a fire, you can do it at home. Cool. I don't want to overcrowd my pan, so I'm just going to stop there, and I'll meet you when it's all done. So here it is, we're done. Obviously look at how the turmeric makes that beer batter just so beautiful, and that crack, isn't that just absolutely divine? So I've also made a tartare sauce here with make our own pickles here every day. We'll do a recipe for that, yeah, it was a good shout, Mon. Thanks for that. Next time I hope you're here.